This is it.
Ahoy, sailors. Yeah.
Ahoy.
That's how they say it. We've come to the end of our Virgin Voyages on Valiant Lady, and it's disembarkation day. Time to go home.
We're back in Miami.
Yeah, we're back in Miami. So we wanted to do our wrap up and tell you about Virgin Voyages and why it may be for you.
Okay.
The Virgin Voyages have done a great job of your outdoor spaces and your indoor spaces, places to lounge and hang out. Maybe traditional ships or older ships don't have as many like places just to literally sit back on a bed or hang outside or have these little kind of cool places to be, and Virgin's all about kind of being cool and different. So they've tried to do that on their ships, and that makes the ship kind of different and a really good place to take a cruise on.
Yeah, the next thing I think is everybody's willing to participate on this ship. I don't know why. They just are. There's just a group of people that cruise on Virgin cruise lines
they participate. So whether you're going to the PJ party or you're going to the after hours parties or you're going to
playing games.
The games, everybody's playing games here all the time. So they really participate. They didn't just come here just to sit back and do nothing. And that kind of makes this a unique ship. And if you like to participate in different things, then this might be the ship for you.
Okay. Another thing is the drink packages.
Yeah.
Or they're not really drink packages, right?
They call it a bar tab.
So it's a prepaid bar tab, and they give you a little bit of bonus when you prepay.
Yeah, before the cruise. So.
And then you don't worry about it. The only thing you worry about is running it out. It's like, oh my God, what's left in our account? We need to get rid of it.
Yeah, we need to use it all up. So I like the bar tab. And other cruises, they make you purchase a drink package for the entire ship, and it can be $90 a day per person, right?
Who drinks that much? Come on, really?
Well, and people on the ship didn't drink that much.
I was crazy.
Kind of surprised. We've been on other ships where they drink a lot more.
Well,
so
that's why.
That was a bit surprising, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the bar tab is a nice way. So instead of spending, maybe $1,400 on a bar tab, you can spend as much as you want, and you can pre-purchase it, and they give you a little extra thrown in for purchasing the bar tab ahead of time. So make sure you do that.
Okay. So the next thing is, I think, really food options. They're different than a regular cruise.
Yeah, because they've set up this place with restaurants, you can always find something to eat. And we had our favorite, which was the lake. But we've had other people say they loved pink agave, or they absolutely loved the extra virgin place, or they absolutely loved this. So one restaurant may not be for you, but then the other one would be. One of our tips would be, though, is to always ask the waiter and waitress what they do really well here. I mean,
agree with that.
You have to figure they've been serving hundreds and thousands of these meals, and they know what people generally like, or people are like, oh, that's not the best I ever had. So we almost always let the waiter and waitresses.
Sometimes we even go crazy and just let them bring us whatever
just bring us whatever you want.
It'd be a surprise. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of fun too.
Yeah, and we had the best baked Alaska last night because of that.
That was amazing. That's what we did with the dessert. Just bring whatever you think is the best.
The other part that kind of goes along with that is that this ship really has, I would call it, and I think you called it, like a Metropolitan sort of vibe.
I thought so.
Yeah. So
like when you go to New York and you're downtown New York and you walk into these little cafes or these little night places.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like New York, but maybe a different town. But it does definitely have a metropolitan sort of feel. So it's like you're choosing which restaurant to go to that night, just like you would if you were in a city, in Miami maybe somewhere, or in New York, and you're saying, well, what do we feel like eating tonight?
Let's check out this place.
Yeah, let's go. Or let's check out this, this show's being put on here, or that show's being put on there. So I would say that it really has a little bit of a metropolitan vibe, which is a little bit of that cool factor, again, that some of the other ships don't have.
we like to talk to people a lot and find out what they like about the cruises too, and that's what part of what brings this list up, right? To see what other people think as well. And what a lot of people really thought was it's because there's no kids. Not that they don't like kids, and everybody just claims that, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like, not that I don't like kids, but I want to cruise and be kid free.
And not only that, but we've met quite a few people that actually have kids. So I mean, it's not like that's a break. Yeah, it's not like couples that don't have kids. There's a lot of parents that are here and like, yeah, we did the Disney cruise with the kids, and now we're doing this cruise with us. So
personally, I kind of like it both ways. Sometimes I love to watch the kids play and having a good time because it brings me back to my childhood and blah blah blah. But other times it's like, yeah, I just want to get away.
Yeah. So, and I think that's kind of the next thing is that it's an adults-only environment because there's no kids. This is like, there's some adult humor and adult situations and adult things going on that, you know, it's okay because
they wouldn't do that. Normally on a normal.
Yeah, you wouldn't have this on a normal ship, and you wouldn't want it around your children. So I think that is actually a good thing and makes this obviously a unique cruise. We went to some of the shows and you're like, oh, you know, for us, some of the shows maybe went a little too far now and then. For us. But sometimes, you know, they did, some of it was just funny. So it just kind of depends on, you know, what your level is of raunchiness. Yeah. Which
kind of segues us into the next reason too, which is their policy here, unlike other ships where you have to dress code, whatever. This is come as you are.
Yeah.
You could dress any way you want for any of the restaurants
at any time.
Yeah.
So, and I mean any way you want, and that means you will see everything here.
You want to come in your swimsuit right after the pool to dinner? Fine.
Pajamas. You don't feel like getting dressed. Cool. You want to wear them, and then you've got people next to you in like not evening brown, nothing that formal, but like things they're going to go out to the nightclub in later on, right? And that's the other thing that makes it feel like that city, because it's like there's all different types of people and all different situations here. It's a huge, diversely cool ship, and there's an acceptance here that was really nice, I think, with everybody.
Yeah. Everybody accepts everybody as they are.
Yeah.
They are and as they are.
Yeah, and you didn't like, I would say on this cruise, as opposed to some of our others, we didn't really get to know people. Like, it's kind of like a town that way. Like, when you go to dinner in your town, you can sit next to people but not talk to them. Here, you'd maybe talk to them a little and made acquaintances, but you didn't really get to know people like we found on other ships. And that kind of fits in with the city sort of vibe to me, because you don't really talk to people in the city. So you got to know some people, and you got to see some people, and you know, you'd have kind of quick, nice conversations with them and see what they were up to and stuff, but not really like sitting down and talking to people. At least that's not what we found. But like a city and a town in this whole diversity thing that they have here is there's people of all ages. Like, we didn't know coming on the Virgin that we would be way too old.
Oh, true. And you're right, the diversity, there's young, there's old, there's
all ages. There's from, you know, I think you have to be 18. So there were like 18, there were some newlyweds, there were couples of all types and ages, and so I mean it made it really nice. Like, you know, it's how the world kind of should be. And also, I would also say, just for some of you, is that it also wasn't like, I was a little worried everything was going to be kind of shoved in your face on this thing, and it was going to be but it wasn't. It was just people, normal people living their lives just however they live.
That's right.
And I like that.
Right. And the last thing we think is it's very young at heart.
Yeah. Virgin Voyages would be for you if you are young at heart. It doesn't mean you have to necessarily be young. I think we had a lady on here who was 88, right? Okay. That was on that one thing. So she was 88 years old, and there were a lot of couples, I would say, in their 60s. There were a few in their 70s, and then all the way down to the 20-year-old newlyweds. So if you're young at heart, though, Virgin Voyages may also be a cruise that you may enjoy.
One thing that some people say, and I don't know if this is appropriate or not, but the people who that say, oh yeah, we're going on a cruise with people with their walkers.
Yeah.
So being young at heart and a younger style crowd, I guess you could call it. I didn't see any walkers. There was, I don't don't think I saw any.
I saw a scooter. There was a scooter. That's why I said it's a little bit for everybody.
everything,
Remember the lady who was here who loved razzle dazzle?
Oh,
She was on the scooter.
right. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, so, but it is definitely a younger crowd on this boat, age-wise, and a younger crowd, young at heart. However, I was a bit surprised that there wasn't as much partying. Like,
Right.
that I thought that
Wasn't
there
as
would
crazy as I
be.
thought.
Yeah, I thought it would be a little bit crazy, and it wasn't. So, we recommend Virgin Voyages. It may be the right ship for you.